Oh, hello there. So in this video, we're going to do practice problem of factor markets 2. And so this one is really a question of like how many workers or how many of any input of one input a firm should hire. So that's what these are. And by the way, these came from an AP exam and I kind of adapted them over the years. So first question, determine the number of workers this firm should hire if the wage is 30 and the goods price is $20. So we have a couple of things here. We have marginal product of labor, marginal revenue product, and marginal factor cost. So the simplest one to know is like the marginal factor cost. We know that that's just equal to $30 for each and every one. So we just say 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. Okay. Then the next step is to figure out marginal product of labor. So if we have 0 workers and 0 total product, this is not like there's no marginal for that one. But for the first one, it's just the change, right? The marginal product of labor is the change in total product from an additional unit of labor. So we'd say 3, and then change is 7, and then 4, and then 2, and then -1 and -1. Now this behaves very much like what we kind of observed, right? If we kind of think about, what does marginal product look like? Well, it starts here and then goes up and then goes back down again, and that's because they start to specialize. That's where we go from 3 to 7, and then we get some more benefits, but we start to see diminishing returns to labor, and then we actually see negative returns to labor. We're packing too many workers into some little shop. So then the next part, marginal revenue product. MRP is just the MP times the price, right? So we know the MP now times the price of 20. So there's nothing here, but 3 times 20 is 60, and 7 times 20, 140. Oh, I had a brain fart. 80, 40, -20, -20. Now we know we're never going to hire the negative ones because that would be silly, right? They cost the company money to hire them, and they're costing us product. So we would never hire workers 5 and 6 ever in a million years. But now all we have to do is we go, all right, should we hire the first worker? Yeah, because the marginal revenue product is 60 and the factor cost is 30, so they net us $30. Should we hire the second one? Oh, definitely, right? Definitely, because they give us 140 and they only cost 30. Should we hire the third one? Yeah, they give us 80 and 30. Sure, absolutely. Should we hire the fourth one? Yeah, it still exceeds the 30. Should we hire the fifth one? Nope, we shouldn't hire that one. So we should hire 4 workers. Ta-da, done. Number 2, Barking Bakery makes treats for dogs. It's trying to make a decision about how many bakers to hire, total product, quantity of labor, blah, blah, blah. And it says, Barking Bakery sells all its dog treats at a price of 4. So this is exactly the same problem, right? We can just kind of look at it and go, oh, okay, same deal. And so we need to know the marginal factor cost, right? We have marginal factor cost. And then, we've got the marginal product and the marginal revenue product, and we're basically just going to fill out the same table. Now, we aren't given the MFC until we get to part A. Wage rate for bakers is 60. So I'm just going to write like 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60. Getting good at it. Marginal product, 55. There isn't one for the 0th. Oh, God. 57. This is my mental math test, right? 42. I'm making these numbers up. I hope they're right. 40. 29. 15. Does that sound right? 30 at 15. Yep. And -8. So we're never going to hire that 7th one because they're costing us stuff. Times 4. Oh, Glossinger, why did you do this to yourself, you dummy? Okay, so note to self for the future year. Change the numbers and make them easier. Oh my gosh. So there isn't any for the 0th because we're not producing anything. 4 times 55, 220. 4 times 57, 228. I hope that's right. 4 times 42, 168. 4 times 40, 160. 4 times 29, 4 times 30 is 120 minus 4 is 116. 4 times 15, 60. That one was easy. 4 times -8, -32. But we aren't going to hire that one anyways. Okay. How many workers do we hire? We hire the 6th worker. 6. Number 5, or number B, letter, hard day today. B, if the demand for dog treats decreases, causing the price to fall to 3, what's the effect on the number of worker hires if the wage rate remains at 60? Well, we know, like, even without doing the math, we aren't going to hire the 6th worker because they were right on the edge of getting hired before. If it's 3 times 29 is 87. So we would hire the 5th worker, but this worker would only be generating $45. And so they cost us 60. So we're not going to hire the 6th worker. Decrease by 1. And the explanation, if you were asked for one, could just be because the 5th worker's MRP exceeds MFC, but the 6th worker doesn't anymore. And then the last part, when the bakers union negotiates a wage of 90, what's the effect on the number if the price was 3? So let's just, if they're 90 now, so these are 90. What did we say this one became? 29 times 3 is 87. So the MRP would be, so like the MRP, if it's 3, we need more columns. It's problem, man, whoever made this problem set, fire them, right? Exactly. 29 times 3 is 87. So if it's 90, then we're not going to hire that 5th worker anymore. We wouldn't hire them because they're only generating 87 for the company and they cost 90. Would we hire this guy, this gal, whoever this is? 40 times 3 is 120. So that we would still hire it. So we would say decrease by 1 more, by 1 more. So we'd say quantity of labor 4. And this one's quantity of labor 5. All right. Hopefully that helped you. See you next time.